and you all just got this warning sign that said meeting is now being recorded, then you can say leave or stay. Right? All right, so welcome everybody. My name is Tamara and super excited to have you and the 3 M's on this what is coaching and the Empower Squad and who we are. And we are, I'm gonna say the word eclectic, a very eclectic group of women and some guys on a mission to live our happiest, healthiest, most fulfilling lives. But then also the best part of it is paying that forward and teaching others how to do that. So I've been coaching I started coaching in January of 2015. And I actually got into it because people kept asking me what I was doing. And I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. I had gained and lost over 350 pounds while having my 3 children. And I found Zumba, and like first I found running, and then I went to the gym, and then I found Zumba, and it just all kind of went in this cycle for me. And then coaching, I actually was going to open a fitness studio. Thank goodness I did not. COVID taught me that would have broke the bank, but I also would have been married to a space and not have had much freedom in my life in terms of like travel and time and those sorts of things. So coaching came into my life at that point where I was like, what do you mean I can help people with their fitness and nutrition, but I don't need to be a personal trainer, and I don't need to be at my best, and I don't need to have a space to do that? Are you kidding me? Like, of course, sign me up. It just felt very natural. And everyone on here will have a little bit of a chance to share their journeys. One of the biggest gifts that I will say coaching has brought me in my life is the 3 M's on this call. This past, I don't know, year has been insane for me. Lots of big changes, and I wouldn't have made it through if I didn't have the community of people that I do to lean on. So I'm forever grateful and of the gift of the quality of people that have come into my life, for sure. What do? We follow a fitness program. And it's funny because when I started, and I was just talking about in my stories today, I was like, home workouts? Like, I don't want to do home workouts. Those are sissy home workouts. And I had this idea that I needed to work out for like an hour every morning in the gym. And then I realized, no, actually, I don't. The home workouts are actually quite effective. And if you follow them, you can feel amazing and have fantastic results. The nutrition plans I love because I'm not food driven. And for me, it's like it's harder for me to track my food than it is for me to show up for fitness. Whereas some people, it's the opposite. And I love that it's real life. They teach you, you want a glass of wine. How do you work that in? You want your treats. How do you work that in? It's sustainable. It's not a diet. So that's what I love. Then we get to connect with amazing humans, help get people results, and do this with people. So I always talk about at that point how any other kind of at-home job would have never worked for me because I would have felt like I was just selling something. And this, I don't feel that way. I feel like I'm actually helping someone change their life, because the commitment to your fitness and nutrition and overall wellness journey, you're asking someone to change their life. If you're selling like, Sensi or something like that, they're awesome. Don't get me wrong. Like, I love some of the products out there, but I couldn't do it because for me, it's the like helping change someone's life for the better. So that's what we do in a nutshell. We have, like I mentioned, an amazing sisterhood of people. And then the 4th piece, and then on the next one, someone else can hop in, is our personal development, because we can't change this until we change this. So it's key to coaching, and I find for me, I go in phases. Sometimes I'm really focused on business personal development. Right now, I'm really focused on personal development just because of what I'm going through. So I listen to a lot of podcasts. I have some great books like Brene Brown type books that I really enjoy. And it helps me stay committed to my journey because I can't help someone else if I don't fill my bucket first. So that's what we do in a nutshell. And then I don't know who wants to hop on and go over this one. Martha?
Me? Okay. Well, I'm going to share quickly sort of echoing what you said, Tamara, and I know what you're going through right now. And that's where I was when I first started doing this. So I'm Margot, and I'm 57 now, almost 58. And when I started coaching, I was 50. And at the time, my mom and dad were still alive, but I was in probably the most emotionally stressful time of my life. Like my mom and dad were essentially dying, and they did die they did pass away 6 and 9 months after I started doing this. But before I started doing this, my go-to was wine or vodka martinis or something to take the pain away from my mom's dementia, my dad's physical issues, because I'm the only daughter. So I was taking them to all the doctors, all the hospital appointments and all that stuff, plus working full time at a very stressful job. And I had my own family. So when I first started this, exactly what Tamara said, I started it because I needed the mental help. Like I needed something to be a positive vibe in my world. And the fact of the matter is, when I first started, I started as a coach. A lot of people start as customers, and then they become preferred customers, and then they become coaches. But I just started as a coach right away, because I knew for me, if I call myself a coach, I will hold myself accountable to me, and I needed that accountability. And I didn't know any of these people that are on here, except for Maxine. I knew Maxine and I knew Mary Jo. But anyway, the community, the community ecosystem, whatever you want to call it, the mind growth in this group is mind boggling, really. I mean, it's all you need to get you through life's up and downs, because there's always going to be those. Anyway, what to expect from your new business: lifelong accountability and support on your, what did I just say? Literally, if I have an issue or a problem, I will message Tamara, I will message Maxine, I will message Mary Jo. I mean, Maxine was just here at my house last week. We were hugging, anyways, I'm not going to, it's like we're each other's counselors, as well as building a business. Flexibility and freedom to build this alongside everything else we have going on in our life. So Tamara is a vice principal / grade 7 teacher. Mary Jo has her own hair salon and also is a retail manager. And Maxine is a personal trainer and a nutrition coach. So we're all busy people, and I work at the Lark Group, a big developer, and we do this on the side. So the goal for me, because I'm 57, this is going to be my retirement income, and I want to live this way anyway. So for me, it's a win-win. Save 25% on everything. So yeah, if you are a coach, it's $20 a month to be a coach. If you're just doing it not to build a business, and you get 25% off of everything in the Beachbody world. Earn a yearly trip for 2 by helping 3 people each month with their goals. Yes, I have been on 3 of them with these crazy ladies. Some of these crazy ladies, we just got back from the Dominican 2 months ago. We had a freaking blast. It was so much fun. And Tamara is a Zumba instructor, and so she did Zumba at the pool. We were all in the pool. We had a few drinky poos, but we were having so much fun. It was unbelievable. Team retreats. Well, I just said that. Residual income. Well, that's the whole point of this, is that when you build it, after you build it, because the whole world really needs it, it's just a matter of talking to each person in the whole wide world. But once you build this, it will pay you back like forever. So that's the whole bonus of it, is that it just continues to grow itself. And of course, it is in the US, Canada, UK, France, and more coming. Interesting. I'm hopeful for Australia. I'd love to see Australia come along. Can you flip, or do I flip the page? Does Mary Jo, do you want to take this on?
If I'm honest, I can't even see what it says.
Okay.
I'm on my phone.
Tell your story of why you started, and then maybe Maxine, you can carry on with it.
Sure, I can do that. So my name is Mary Jo. I go back with Beachbody actually a long time. 2006, I picked up a DVD from As Seen on TV, store in the mall or whatever. I had little kids, and I wasn't able to get to the gym, and I thought, okay, well, I'll just start doing some stuff at home. So I bought a DVD called Turbo Jam, and it's still one of my favorites. Charlene Johnson is one of my favorites, one of the original trainers in Beachbody. It's a company that's, I think, 22 years old, like, or something like that, right? Like, this is not a new company. It's a publicly traded company as of just a year or two ago, and they just keep improving, which is what I love about this company. They just keep making it easier for us to share with people. We used to have to buy each and every single program when it came out. Now it's all there digitally. You can choose to unlock programs early if you want, but you don't have to. I find that the business part, you can tailor to however your lifestyle is now and incorporate it into that. So as Margot mentioned, we're all busy people. We all work. Some of the coaches do this full time, and that's awesome. It's a side gig for me. I love it. It's something that has helped keep me accountable. So from 2006, I dabbled with, a few DVDs here and there, and I was always kind of stuck because of my nutrition. I didn't have it all together. And then in 2015, actually Maxine, Margot, and myself, we were on a different team at that time. We joined up and became coaches. And for me, I'd say in the beginning, it was actually for accountability, because I was tired of starting over. So I wanted to stop quitting. And I thought this was a really good way to do that, by holding myself accountable to other people. And that's what I find that helps us to be consistent, which the consistency is what gets you where you want to go. And I love that the journey has no destination. It's a lifelong journey that we're all on together. And when you link arms with other people that have the same mindset, and I have met some incredible women and some men through this opportunity. I mean, it is generally a women's, seems to be a lot more women than men, but it doesn't matter. We're all empowering each other to be our best selves. And I think this is the total solution. We have the fitness, we have the nutrition, and we have the support. And those three things together, I think, is what really makes this company so special, and why every person that I've ever met coming through this is super special people. So I am super grateful for having a little bit of a side income, as well as just an immense group of wellness warriors, as Margot has, we should hashtag that. But anyways, I'm glad that you guys all were able to jump on today. It's getting close to 9. I'm going to stop yapping because I could go on and on. I'm here for the long haul. That's what I love. People, we talk about falling off the wagon or whatever. We're always on that wagon. It's just that sometimes we have to pivot. And I love that this community is always here to catch you. If you're jumped back in, if you're full force, there's people there to run with you. If you're struggling, there's people there to help you. So whether we are on our same teams or not, we are all one big family. And that's what I love about Beachbody. Can I stop there?
You want me to take over?
Okay.
Yes, no, okay. So hi everybody, I'm Maxine, and I've been a Beachbody coach with Margot and Mary Jo since 2015. I think actually Tamara started in 2015 as well. Do I have my camera on? Am I all good? Okay. I can't see myself, so I'm not sure if you guys can see me. Anyway, I am a personal trainer, and I have been since 2008. I've been in the teaching fitness since 2004, and I found Beachbody. I'll be honest with you, I found it for the nutrition originally, because I was already working for a corporate gym, so fitness wasn't something I needed. I taught classes in a corporate gym for about 10 years, 12 years, but I needed the help with my clients with nutrition. And that's when in 2015, they introduced their first nutrition program, which was called the 21 day fix, I think it was. And it has evolved over the years, but it's always been a very solid program. In about 2017, I think they brought out a second nutrition program called To Be Mindset. So that was just a different style, intuitive eating versus portion controlled eating. And they got people amazing results. So for me, that was sort of the reason why I added Beachbody into my life. When my gym closed down, I was able to go a little bit more full on, because I now needed my own fitness outside of the gym. So I started diving into the fitness programs, and after probably 1 or 2 programs, I realized that I didn't need to work out as hard as I was, or as long as I was, and get amazing results. And then I paired it with the nutrition, and it was just like everything that you needed. And then of course the accountability that the girls have already talked about was just the icing on the cake. Just recently, we've launched a third nutrition, sort of a offshoot of the Portion Fix program called the 4-Week Gut Protocol. This is truly my sole program. Anyone that knows this on the team know that I just absolutely love this program. I've had amazing results. I've lost 14 pounds since I started on April the 11th. It has not been hard. I've lost cravings of things. I've given up coffee. I drink matcha tea. Like all these things, if you had said to me 2 months ago I'd be doing, I'd be like, yeah, whatever, it'll be a 4-week thing. I'll do it. And, you know, I'll just carry on with my Portion Fix. But the principles of the program are so good that I feel like it can help anybody
I'm on a class.
Anybody that needs help with their nutrition, particularly in the age group that sort of the 40 plus that have fitness sort of figured out, but it's really nutrition. And I'll be honest with you, nutrition is 80% of our results, and that's the part. I think a lot of people struggle with it. As you know, we have talked about, sometimes it's the fitness and not the nutrition, but I think for the most people it's nutrition. So I just think that Beachbody as a whole is an incredible company, the culture, everything else. And I can't imagine being partnered with anything else. And like the girl said, meeting the people that I have so far are like the best thing that's come out of it. And I'm just so happy to be here. And I don't think anyone will ever regret being part of our community. And this slide does say we're top 10. We actually are the top, our team is number 1 right now in the company, and the resources and the trainings and the support is unbelievable. So I just can't say anything else. So move on. Tamara, you on this one?
Yeah, I'll talk about money. So these are our mentors. And I think the thing for a lot of people is money is a very uncomfortable conversation. And Max, Margot and MJ and I have talked about this quite a bit because we do have other jobs, careers, right? So we do this on the side. And right now, I'm not building this business to, of course, making 100 grand a year would be amazing. Nobody's denying that fact. But these are coaches that dedicate 100% of their time to coaching, right? They don't have other things on the side that they're also doing. I believe I can say this with 100% confidence that Max, the 3 M's and I are doing this as a retirement fund. You know, we earn weekly bonus checks, and my weekly bonus check right now is about $1,000 a week. So it's money that I have as a single mom of 3 kids with a teacher job. Going into the summer, I don't get paid, but I have this comfort of knowing that I have those bonuses. The other thing is you never know what's guaranteed with a pension. You never know what's guaranteed with, you know, Canada pension, or if you're in the US, like what sort of things are going to happen to the economy. And this will just keep growing. It's not a get rich quick thing. We would never profess. This is something that you work on consistently every single day. And the coaches that see success are those that are willing to show up every single day, even when life comes and bites you pretty hard in the butt. Right, Margot? Margot and I have had that in the past couple months, and we show up. And so we still hit our goals because we're willing to see past the hurdle. Right? So right now there's a hurdle in the way, and we're willing to look further to see where we're going. And I just moved. My mortgage is increased. I'm a single mom of 3, and I'm not panicked about money because I have this. And so I think there's that, like, why would you want to do this? Is it to go all in and make it so this is your potential? Is it to be more like the 3 M's and I, where we're building this as our retirement fund? Totally up to you. And there's no monthly quota that you have to hit. There's no anything like that. And that was one of my big things. So if you don't mind, I'll go over the reservations, because I had so many of them going into this, because I have friends that have done Arbonne, that my sister-in-law does doTERRA. and I see all of this stuff in their house. And so it's like, oh my gosh, I can't do anything like that. So when I first met my mentor, I said to her, do I have to host home parties? And she was like, no. And I was like, okay. And then I was like, do I have to carry product in my house and deliver it to people? Because that was like a big deal breaker for me. And she was like, no, you don't have to. So those things that I had this preconceived idea about because of my friends that were in other businesses never came to be because there's no expectation, right? So some of the reservations, the required monthly quotas, there aren't any. The only thing you have to do, I believe it was Margot, you mentioned the coach business fee that we have to pay every month. Plus the coach business fee that we pay every month, I get a tax return every year because I can write off part of my mortgage, all of my technology, my internet bill, my supplements, clothing that I need for working out, fitness, my gym equipment, like all of that stuff I write off. So it works out to like that $20 is so worth it for me because I'm like, plus they do all the customer service stuff. They deal with sending us our T4As. They deal with like, I don't have to deal with any of that. We get a website through them for that $20. Some reservations that definitely we have reservations about social media and posting. And this is where I would say that you have complete autonomy on how you run your business. You post what feels good for you. And if you went back any length of time into my social media, you would see a huge swing in what I have posted because it used to be ugly pictures of food and a picture of some weights on the ground and maybe once in a while a selfie because I was not comfortable doing selfies. So this is your journey to and to run with it however it feels right for you. Another big common reservation was not being at our goal. A lot of people are like, well, I'm not even at my goal. So how would I help someone else with their fitness journey? I'm like, well, as soon as you have one person join you, guess what you're going to do? You're going to show up for yourself a heck of a lot more because you have that one person, right? So I almost feel like coaching, it shouldn't be called coaching. It should be like accountability buddy or something like that, because it does keep us on our journey that much more. As soon as we have, as a client, you can check out, right? You don't have to show up. You can just be like, check in with your mentor or your coach and be like, oh, I wasn't feeling like it. Life, like I fell off the wagon. You can't do that when you have one person join you. So for us over the years, I have thousands of clients. You think I'm going to not show up? No way. I'm going to show up. Shy and introverted, honestly doesn't matter. Most people think I'm an extrovert. I'm 100% an introvert. I need my downtime. I need my alone time. I need that time to regroup. So it's, and there are many people, like I didn't talk in my social media for a long time. I wrote, I would take a picture. So again, it's you have the autonomy. Fear of failure isn't the fear of not trying bigger than the fear of failure. The market is not saturated because I can guarantee you at least 50 people that would benefit from this. Right off the top of your head, if I asked you to make a list of 100 people, you could do it because 100 people and 50 of them need this, if not more. Not enough time. Well, I think we've busted that myth because we all have careers. No experience, not a fitness professional. Again, Max was the only fitness professional. I teach Zumba, but and so I have my group fitness certification, but other than that, I definitely wouldn't call myself a fitness professional. And the last one, too old. So I'm 46. I don't know, MJ, are you 53? 54? Max is 56? 57. Margot is
24.
Oh, 24. Oh, no,
same as me.
Who was it that held up that glass that was like, Margot, wasn't that you? The age, the 20, aren't you 29 for like how many times?
29. I forgot. Yeah.
So I think this is where like, A, we talk about the retirement, we're building for our retirement, but B, we are at the age now where it's like, you see elderly people who can't go up and down the stairs, who can't sit on the toilet. I see my parents who want to live this life in their trailer being snowbirds. And I don't know how long they're gonna be able to do it because they don't take care of their bodies, right? So this is for us to be able to live that long, healthy, vibrant. I want to chase my grandkids around when I have them. I want to like all of those things. I want to go on tons of hikes. I want to travel, and I want to be healthy enough to enjoy it when I'm doing it. So normally Margot likes to run with the old one, but today I kind of took over. Sorry, Margot. And then I will actually let Margot wrap it up here with like the what's next, and you can finish off. Okay. If that's
All right. Well, what is next? Oh, is it on this screen? Is there another screen? No more screens. All right. There's no more screens, people. So what is next? Message your coach. So I know I'm a coach for a few of you people, you lovely people on here, after this call, and they will ask you what your goals are and give you the information about the options. So basically it's quite easy. Like there's a lot of words there, but it's a total solution pack that I highly recommend that everybody get. It's how I started years and years ago. And as I think, as Mary Jo was talking about, and Max, and even me, I started doing this back in 2000, early 2000, when I had a daycare in my home, actually. And I did buy the DVDs because Beachbody was not a social community business before. They were a regular business, and they still are. So that's another sort of an income thing, so I used to buy the DVDs, we'd play the DVDs, and it wasn't a business you couldn't be a coach, you were just doing your workouts. But that's how I fell in love with them. That's how I knew I had the discipline to do the workouts at home. Fast forward 20 years later, they've now become a business opportunity, but they have two arms of this. There's Team Beachbody, which is the business opportunity side, and there's just regular Beachbody, which they still run the infomercials. So in this, as a coach, when you get to a certain level, which is very easy to get to, Beachbody starts giving you free customers because they're still running their ads, they're still running their social media advertising and everything. And so people are joining Beachbody through those, and they will just get added to your team regardless, as you're building this as a business. So it's sort of a double edge. And then as Mary Jo said too, it's also on the New York Stock Exchange now as well. So it is the way the future is going, is everything's going online. So fitness and really, we are just there to help people, to encourage them, to cheer them on, and help them succeed and get to where they want to go. So I think that's enough out of me. Oh, Kimmy, yay. I'm just reading the message. So thank you for coming on, you guys. Thank you for joining us with the workout. I hope you enjoyed it. I know it's a little bit hard. The fire part is a little harder. So I was hoping whoever was joining was watching the modifier as well. But I hope you enjoyed. I love the flow part too. I love Elisa's words to remind us to love ourselves so that we can actually love everybody else. So anyways, thank you for joining us this morning. Does anyone have any questions or anything you want to pop in the chat, which I never look at?
What I'm going to do, Margot, is I'm just going to stop the recording here.
Okay.
I have to run, but you guys can stay on and answer questions. Okay.
Okay. All right. Well, let me know if
Have a good
does
day,
anybody. See you, Tamara.